Cheers, welcome to Cooking While Drunk. Sipping on a little Sierra Nevada hazy little thing. It's a large can, of course. Today, we're going to make braised chicken thighs. So, I have here my little seasoning salt. This is just kosher salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Equal portions, more or less, and I just taste until it feels right. So, I'm going to season the chicken on all sides. And we're going to brown it. I'm doing this in my Le Creuset oval Dutch oven. I was going to use my cast iron one, but it's not actually big enough. Just get it all in there. Alright. So we're going to season. Now that this is all nice and seasoned, we're going to head over to the stove. Let me clean up my hands. We'll be right back. Oil in the pan. Now we're going to brown the chicken up. Grab this. Grab my tongs. So this is going to brown 3 to 5 minutes. Sorry, I should say 2 to 3 minutes on each side, just till they're browned. And we'll take them out, and I'm going to do this in 2 batches. Now that the chicken is nice and brown, turn the heat down just a tad. We're going to leave that fat in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now throw in, this is about 8 ounces of brown mushrooms. And going to add a little salt. And this is, we're going to let these saute for about 5 to 8 minutes. We want the moisture content to come out, and you actually cannot overcook a mushroom. So there we go.
Hopefully we can keep it intact, so I'm taking inherit it as well.
I'm taking this to the grave with me. There we go. All right, so this will take about 5 to 8 minutes. Once they release all their water, you'll see the liquid on the bottom. It'll evaporate. And then we will add to the rest of the vegetables, which is 2 carrots, 2 celery stalks, and some garlic. All right. So see how like now, if you take a quick peek, the liquid is coming out, and it's actually starting to help deglaze the bottom of the pan. You're getting all that nice fond up. So I'm gonna have a beer, maybe another shot. Maybe the wife will have a shot with me, and we'll be right back. So you'll see how the mushrooms have shrunk down quite a bit, and a little more oil. So now we're going to add some carrots, some onions. We're going to let this kind of cook down, kind of saute, right there in the middle, between a sweat and a saute, just until they turn a little bit golden, get a little caramelized on it. I'm not going to add any salt on this just yet. I'm going to actually wait until I add the garlic. Alright, so this will take another 3 to 5 minutes. Cheers. Cheers, we're back. Alright, so now I'm going to add a ton of garlic. This is about 6 cloves of garlic that I just left in large, big pieces. Alright, I'm going to add a tiny more salt. Once the garlic smells fragrant, which only takes a minute or 2, see how like all that liquid out of the onions and the carrots and the celery just kind of helps dissolve everything on the bottom. I can smell that garlic already. Alright, I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit because I do want to get a little more of a sizzle. Because next we're going to make a roux. So I'm going to make a little well in the middle here. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And once that butter melts down, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of flour. So once this butter melts, we'll add the flour, and we're going to have a sip while this melts, and we'll be right back. Now we get the butter all nice and melted. We got a stir. We're going to add in our 1/4 cup of flour. And the flour is going to act as a thickener. But you want to cook down that raw flour taste. So just give it a stir. Once it looks incorporated, it'll start looking a little dry and it'll start getting a little sticky on the bottom, which is normal. You can see how that flour just absorbed all that liquid already. Oh, it's getting a little. There we go. Almost there. Now we're going to add 3 cups of chicken stock. Now I only have 1 measuring cup because I broke one, so here's 2 cups. And there's the 1/3. So I'm going to turn the heat up a little high to get it to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, we're going to drop the chicken back in, and then we're going to kill the heat, cover it, and throw it in the oven at 350 degrees. As you can tell, my oven is already on. And I forgot to tell you that, didn't I? But that'll be in the instructions. Alright, so we'll let this come to a boil and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're up to a boil. I'm going to add a splash of red wine vinegar, which will add a nice little brightness and acidity to it. The chicken. Alright everybody, into the pool. Chicken, juice and all. Just nestle it in. You don't necessarily want the chicken to be totally submerged. So resting on the vegetables would do it some good. There we go. And pour that there. I did a bad job of layering these, so there you go. I probably have a little too much stock, but that's okay. It'll still be delicious. So now we're gonna kill the heat. We're gonna put the lid on, and then we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about an hour to hour and a half. And I'm gonna check the chicken in between. Depending on the size of your pot, it could take longer, could go faster. So, excuse me, big burp. Check it in about 45 minutes to start with. All right, so in we go, and we'll see you in a few minutes. See you in about an hour. Cheers. Sipping on a little bourbon. So it's been about an hour and a half. Just gonna take it out. Look how delicious that looks. Quick. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let this cool down for about 3 to 5 minutes just because it's really piping hot right now and I don't want to burn myself. So I'm gonna drink my shot, which is right here. Cheers, we'll be back in a few minutes to plate up. Alright, so now we've got a little bowl of rice. Scoop up a piece of the chicken. Get some of the vegetable bits on there. Look at those mushrooms and carrots. And my daughter's yelling ill because she doesn't like mushrooms. Oh, and a little more of the braising liquid. Oh, God, it looks so good. And to top it off, just a little pinch of parsley. This is dried parsley. And there we go. Let's give it a try. A little bit of the liquid with the rice. Look how nice and fork tender that is. Very flavorful. You know what I would add on to this? Chilies. Sliced chilies, of course. I put sliced chilies on everything. One last little picture. 1 pot oven or 1 pot braised chicken thighs with some root vegetables. Celery root would be good in this as well. Maybe some parsnips would be good because they really hold up. Parsnips will actually break down like a potato, and they would actually probably help thicken it as well. There we go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want to see in future videos. Cheers. You guys have a wonderful evening.